Flagship Newsreel number 6, ladies and gentlemen. And this time our story is stage 2 of the jet age, the year of the Astrojet. What is an Astrojet? This is an Astrojet, specifically the 707 Astrojet. Now, for the moment, let's watch it work. That maneuver, pilots call it a touch-and-go landing, meaning the plane lands, touches, then goes, takes off again, gives you an idea of what this new plane is capable of. An Astrojet is a package of power and dependability and comfort, the like of which hasn't been seen before. That's why American has given the plane this brand new name. An Astrojet is a new kind of jet aircraft. In this way, it's as much an improvement over the first jet airliner as the jet airliner was over the last of the piston planes. Up here, posing for pictures, the Astrojet looks much like its earlier sister, the original Boeing 707. Both are beautiful machines in action. But you'll notice that this one carries the name. This one has a different look around the engine itself. The wing has a new shape. The tail is taller. It's a beautiful machine, all right, but let's go back to the hangar. We can look at it close up. Find out what goes into this package of transportation. The heart of the Astrojet is the engine. It's a jet engine, but it's the first civilian jet engine built for airline use. As you know, pure jet engine development was primarily for the military. When American and other airlines began to purchase jets, the engine had been proved completely reliable. It was ready for airline use, but it was basically a military engine. Here's the pure jet engine simplified to show its working parts. Cold air enters here, moves through the compressor, where it's squeezed down, spills into the burner cans, where the fuel heats it, and sends it racing toward the turbine here. The turbine takes out energy, passes it back up the shaft of the compressor to complete the working cycle, and the air keeps racing back to create thrust. The engine's job then is to accelerate air. This action drives the engine forward, and the engine, of course, pulls the whole airplane along with it. Simplicity itself. But the engineers called it inefficient as well. They knew that the old standby, the propeller, moved more air, more efficiently, but only at relatively slow speed. It lost its efficiency at higher speed, while the jet was gaining efficiency at higher speed. Americans engineers began working in 1954, working with manufacturers to find the combination that would make most sense for airline jet travel. Finally, in 1957, the combination was ready to be put to work. This is the turbofan engine, or rather, these are the two turbofan engines which American Airlines is using to power its fleet of Astrojets. The perfect combination turned out to be a fan, a propeller type of wheel mounted in its own cowling, which moves about 2.5 times more air than the pure jet engine. Now this engine is the Pratt & Whitney forward fan engine, which powers the 707 Astrojet fleet. This one is the General Electric aft fan engine, which powers American's oncoming fleet of Convair 990 Astrojets. The principle in both engines is identical. The fans are just mounted on opposite ends of the basic jet. As you can see, both basic jet engines are still doing their original job, compressing, heating, and accelerating hot air. Meanwhile, the fans are reaching out to grab more cold air, and the cold air is accelerated too, giving the engine thousands of pounds of additional thrust. Now this is the old engine. This is the one that did such a fine job of bringing in the jet age, stage 1. But this is the turbo fan, the big reason for stage 2. The basic jet engine is still there, and here is the fan. What does it do? This engine gives the Astrojet 40% more thrust for takeoff. That means thousands of feet saved on takeoff. It provides 25% more thrust during climbs. For the passenger, that means time saved getting to cruising altitude. During cruise, the Astrojet's engine provides 15% more thrust, and that means more speed. At the same time, and this is what we mean by real efficiency, the fan engine will save from 10 to 25% on fuel on the average airline trip. But there's more to the Astrojet. The leading edge of the wing has been advanced. This helps to make the Astrojet the world's fastest jet airliner. The leading edge flaps help in giving the plane more lift. That means shorter takeoffs and slower landing speed. More efficiency for airline service. And that's the Astrojet, the 707 Astrojet. The future is here. You're watching it. But there's still another big piece of it building up in San Diego. The 990 Astrojet is going through its test phases now, scheduled for airline service later this year. This is the aft fan airplane. It's the #1 plane for American Airlines, dressed for test in Convair colors. And that's flagship newsreel number 6. The year of the Astrojet is here.